Welcome back to Ruby on Nails. Now you may be wondering, well, this took you a little while to get out. I mean, it's like you have a ton of free time. Why aren't you pumping videos out? And to be perfectly honest, I kind of have mixed feelings about these two soft Holotaco launches that I just haven't been, feeling super motivated to talk about. And, I'll get into more detail about why I wasn't super stoked to talk about these things, but in general, I like talking about nail polishes or nail products that really excite me or inspire me or all of those kinds of things. And the problem is Holotaco is one of my favorite brands. I have been a Simply Nailogical fan since I was a teenager. I feel kind of meh. It's hard to work up the motivation to talk about these things. Today, in this video, I'm gonna talk about the two latest soft launches from Holotaco, that being the Pastel and Don't Tell bundle, and then the Holo Royalty bundle or trio. I'm gonna kind of break up this introduction depending on which collection I'm talking about, so let's just jump into the Pastel and Don't Tell bundle because they're the oldest and I feel like this video should have some sort of linear timeline, I guess. So the Pastel and Don't Tell bundle was a bundle of pastel cream polishes in Holotaco's cream formula. So I will talk about how each individual cream performed in the swatch section of this video, but generally speaking, they're pastel creams. There were 6 of them for the entire bundle, which you can still get. It was a whopping $66, and you can buy the individuals for $12 each. So essentially, if you buy the bundle, it's $1 off the polish. To me, I thought it was a very predictable launch. Holotaco has really been trying to flesh out their cream formulation and their cream line. You can pretty much get any color you would like. But so far, they've really fleshed out their cream catalog, and it seems like that's been their main focus. If you've looked at Simply Nailogical's live stream, she's talked about how the creams are some of the best sellers and how she sees a lot of demand for cream polishes, and so she seems to be pretty much relying on the data and the customer feedback instead of just creating fun new formulas, which is a totally valid way to do business. Now, if you are just a standard nail polish user, it's probably didn't think much about this. Many opinions about this. You're like, cream collection and a formula I trust, perfect. And I'm not even gonna say don't buy this collection. It's just coming from the perspective of somebody who has, not even gonna count that much polish. When cream collections come out, I find myself being a little bit more critical, especially in comparison to the next trio that came out, and I'll talk about that in a second. So when I got these creams in the mail, well, I mean, even starting before that on launch day, I wasn't super excited, and I found a lot of these colors similar to pastels that Holotaco already had in their collection or are now retired. Shades that I much preferred because I find them to be a lot more unique. However, I do understand the desire to cater to your customer base. And Simply Nailogical's customer base isn't made up of hobbyists, or it's not solely made up of hobbyists like myself. I am going to go ahead and show you what these new pastels look like to their closest counterparts. I'll be upfront, there are differences. They're not dupes for each other, so there's no worrying there. However, they are very similar. So if you are just a standard nail polish user, then you probably don't need these because they are close enough to kind of, justify not getting them. But if you don't have any pastels in your collection, I think you would be happy with getting this bundle. While I wasn't super blown away from this formulation, Holotaco's cream formula is one I trust, and I believe that you as a consumer could trust. Now that I've kind of gotten all of that information out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Pastel and Don't Tell bundle swatches. Okay, so I'm gonna go in rainbow order. We're gonna start with Pinky Swear, which is a light pink cream polish. I had some issues with this one. In comparison to What Do You Pink, I thought this one was just kind of streaky. Even with 2 coats, I'm only doing 2 coats in the swatch, there was some streakiness on my uber short nails. So if your nails are longer than mine, keep that in mind. As you can tell, it is very different than What Do You Pink. So yeah, there's that. You're gonna notice a trend with these lighter shades. Rest in Peach, while a very fun pastel tangerine, was streaky after 2 coats. Light colors are hard to do in pastels because you're even going lighter. This one just kind of was meh, especially in comparison to 1 million followers. I think that one performed much better than Rest in Peach, but that's my opinion. As you can tell, 2 very different colors, but yeah. As you all know, Banana Hacks was my favorite light yellow, and now we have Banana Medicine, which out of the light colors probably performed the best. It's not super opaque, and if you have longer nails, you might need a 3rd coat. I can't tell, I don't have long nails at the moment, so I'm stuck with the shorty test for now. I want to be mad at it, but I can't be. And I think that's mostly from a place because I like Banana Hacks, and as you can tell from the swatch picture, very different. Banana Hacks will always be my favorite pastel yellow. I have a backup, nobody can take it. Next up is Crime and Punishment. I like this pastel green. I wish it was a little bit more opaque, and as you can see, that's a little bit of a trend for this video, because I know Holotaco can do it, and I'm just a little curious as to why they aren't this bundle. It is a very pretty mint green. It is very different from Matcha Maker, which is my personal preference. I just love a dark, dingy, light green that's borderline booger. But that's just me, and maybe not you. Should be you, because I'm always right. Next up is Too Good to Be Blue, and this was my favorite from the collection. Personally, I just love a bright, light blue. Again, I wish it was a little bit more opaque, because I know Holotaco can do it. Just don't know why they're not doing it here. I did get full opacity with 2 coats, but if my nails were a bit longer, I would be worried about that. And these are nubs. I don't have a lot to work with right now, but I should not be worrying about opacity here. I'm comparing it to Scientific, and as you can see, it's close, but still different. Okay, last but not least, especially since I've got 3 more polishes to swatch after this one, from this bundle is Serial Killer. I love the name of that. But this is the polish that made me say, hold up, there's a problem here, because this polish looked incredibly similar to Lavender to me when I looked at photos, and in person on my nails, these polishes look incredibly similar. Like, if you have one, you really do not need the other one. And I'm worried that this is going to become an OPI problem where we just have very similar colors all the time. But let's get back to my face. Okay, let's keep chugging along because we got 3 more polishes to swatch. I kind of want to preface this by saying if I had reviewed the Pastel and Don't Tell bundle before I'd gotten the Holo Royalty Trio, I think that video would be very different from today. Because when I received the trio in the mail, I started playing with them, I had some feelings pop up. And essentially, those feelings were, wow, this trio, you know, while not the most unique formulation that I've ever seen, it's very playful. And I think that's something that has been kind of missing from my reviews on Holotaco lately, is that playfulness that I've been hoping for just hasn't been there when it comes to their new formulations. Like, we got the metallics, and those were fine. I haven't worn them since I swatched that collection. Holo Royalty Trio really just kind of emphasized that in my mind, because these polishes were playful. They were, you know, mixing linear holo with some shimmers. We had you know, a frosted metal with Holo in it. That was nice. And then we had kind of this really fun concoction of different special effects. And I found myself wanting more. And while I understand that that isn't always the best way to run a business, I just kind of wish we got more of these like fun and creative polishes in between the launches of, you know, cream polishes and just glitters and these single special effect polishes. To me, when this brand was initially announced, I thought we were going to see these really fun, creative polishes that weren't necessarily already on the market. I do want to mention, based off of the hints that we've gotten for the next collection, I think that'll be a fun kind of special effect bundle or collection box. At this point, it's kind of hard to tell what's coming, but let me give you the details on the Holo Royalty trio because, hey, it's still available after all of these weeks, so let me tell you about them. There are 3 polishes available in this trio. You can get them individually, you can get them in a bundle. They are limited edition, so once they're gone, kinda. We keep seeing these limited edition polishes make a comeback on Holotaco, so I don't know, buy them when you buy them. But the total bundle is $42, and then you can get these polishes individually for $14 a box. The unicorns that these polishes come in have a special design on them, so if that's something that you're interested in, that could be a fun thing to add to your wall or box or a wall. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and show you the swatches of this trio. Yes, the polishes that made my brain go hurdy-hurt. This is Glamethyst, and it's bright, it's colorful, it's all the things that Holotaco should be all of the time. It is a purple glitter with a clear base, but it also has a green shimmer, and this polish really surprised me when I got it home in person because you can't see the shimmer here, but in person it's really stunning with that purple glitter, and in 2 coats it's very opaque on my nail. Maybe you need a 3rd for longer nails, but I was pleased with this one. Frosted metals will always have a special place in my heart, and I will always welcome a new color, so this purple, while we get a lot of purples from Holotaco, was a warm welcome from me, especially because it has holographic glitters all throughout it. You can really see them in this shot. Like, look at them sparkle. But I like this one. It was opaque in 2 coats, and why haven't we seen more frosted metals? Because y'all don't buy more of them. You should buy more of them so I can get more colors. It's a very selfish pursuit, but I thought it was pretty and just kind of exemplifies why I think Holotaco should do more. I'll admit I was a little jaded when it came to this one because I was like, we already have a light pink linear holographic polish by Holotaco. Well, slap me in the mouth because I really enjoyed this one with its pink shimmer. It just makes it extra shiny. I wish there was like a duochrome shimmer in this one, but I can tell why people really like this one. I personally really like this one. I don't see myself reaching for this one in particular a whole lot, but I thought it was very pretty and I think a lot of people would enjoy it. Okay, so now that you've seen all of my swatches, you've heard my thoughts and opinions, let me know what you think down below. I know this video was a little bit late, I've been inconsistent, but you know, whatever. Videos come out when videos come out, and Holotaco's launch schedule does not match with my video schedule, so. But yeah, those are just kind of my general thoughts and opinion on these 2 bundles. I don't know, I just... Now that I see that Holotaco can produce really fun, like, special effect polishes, I just want more from them. Because I do think that Christine has the personality to be, like, super creative when it comes to this. However, you know, she was never catering to hobbyists like myself. She was trying to make Holotaco an independent, standalone brand, and I can understand that. It's just, at this point, it's been nearly 4 years, and I'm seeing a lot of repeat formulas, and I'm ready for some messing around. Yeah, sorry about this kind of wishy-washy video, but that's how I'm feeling, a little wishy-washy. If you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. If you don't, I don't blame you. This video was a little bit of a mess, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.